Well, meantime, New Jersey lawmakers have finally had enough of their home invasion crisis. This week, state officials have advanced several bills targeting the ongoing issue of home burglaries. If passed, police would be allowed to track specific home invasion incidents, and it would allow police to follow suspects in order to catch repeat offenders. So let's talk to one of those police officers. I'd like to welcome in Edison, New Jersey Police Chief Thomas Bryan. Chief Bryan, thank you so much for your time here. You know, we just heard about that horrible home invasion there in Michigan. Before we talk about these potential new laws in New Jersey, let's talk about crime. Describe what is happening in your community of Edison, surrounding areas, when it comes to home burglaries specifically.
Well, good afternoon. And certainly has been an uptick for the state of New Jersey and our community also. There's been an uptick in basically high-end vehicle thefts, also burglaries, and then what we designate as home invasions, because these perpetrators want to get the high-end vehicles and then, of course, go into the home and get the key fobs in order to get the vehicles while people are at home. Certainly, this is not only across the nation, but it's been an epidemic right now here, like I said, in New Jersey.
Yeah, and as you said, I mean, so many places across the country dealing with this. Kind of compare the rate of home invasions, burglaries now, say, to 5, 10, 20 years ago.
Well, the past couple of years have seen a rise for sure. This year, we've had a total of 335 incidents, which include auto thefts, burglaries, motor vehicle burglaries, also associated catalytic converter thefts, and the home invasions. So we're on track to surpass last year, which was nearly 800. We have put steps in place here in our community with our street crimes unit, directed patrol, and other strategic law enforcement tools that we use to combat this. We have been very successful over the past several months. However, I think Bill S3204, that's being sponsored by Assemblyman Stanley, creates a second-degree crime of home invasion and burglary as a no early release act offense, which is a great thing. Again, we are finding that there are a lot of juveniles between ages of, believe it or not, 12 to 17 that are committing these crimes. We're also working in conjunction with the New Jersey State Police, the Auto Theft Task Force, and other agencies also to combat these crimes. But I think the passing of this bill will definitely help us.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, Chief, because you laid out there, and we laid out at the top of this, it's going to help facilitate the tracking of home burglaries, which right now isn't happening in New Jersey. It would increase the level of the crime from third degree, or from third degree to second degree, and even more if someone is hurt. And so therefore, you're increasing the potential penalties. What do you think about that? Do you think that will actually make some type of difference? Will the punishment potentially stop the crime?
Well, I certainly do believe in the bill, and I think that it's going to help all law enforcement. And I do believe it's going to pass, and it's being moved forward.
And my last question for you, what right now is the biggest hurdle when it comes to law enforcement there in your community of Edison?
Sure, it's bail reform, and it's catch and release. I mean, we've had juveniles that we've arrested that have said, we're going to be back in your town again tomorrow night. So it's, again, there's no consequence for the crime that's being committed, especially for the juveniles.
Yeah, we're certainly hearing that from law enforcement in many areas of the country. So we've got to figure out some solutions here, possibly happening there in New Jersey. Edison, New Jersey Police Chief Thomas Bryan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.